Hey, this is Daniel from Adorama. Last week we made some portraits near a window and kind of worked with the window light. This week we're going to create a light source that's similar to a window light. This is something you can do anytime, anywhere. If it's raining out, if it's dark out, whatever, you can do whatever you need to do. What I've done here is I've taken a single strobe head and I've put it inside this little box that I built. So this box consists of two big pieces of foam core, and then the front of it is a silk. This is a Scrim gem in front of it. It's a 6 foot by 3 foot Scrim gem. Now, because my subject is sitting down, and I didn't want the light to feel like it was coming from below, we raised the Scrim gem up and clamped it to the box, and then underneath, I hung just black duvetine. That's because I didn't want light creeping out of the bottom and bouncing off the floor and creating kind of this ghoulish under lighting. We want just a nice directional soft light coming from one side. Kind of like a window light, kind of better than a window light in a lot of ways because we have total control over what we want to do. So let me show you what this looks like. So like when using a window, all the light's coming from one direction, but it's a big source and I've got the silk in front of it so it's wrapping around. So even though one side of the face is lit up and the other side is in shadow, I have detail in both places. But now I can do a little contrast control with the reflector if I want. So if I take another reflector, I can take this, I have another large piece of foam core board here, and we can open it up. The inside of it's white. So we can use the white side to basically reflect light back in to help fill in the shadow. So what's gonna happen here is the light's gonna bounce in past the model into the foam core and then fill in a little bit on the shadow side. Good. And it's opened up the shadows. Because it's a white reflector, it's just kind of bouncing around and filling in. It's not completely, filling in the shadows, but it's giving you more detail there for sure. It's good. So by moving around the subject within this light, because it's so open, I can have her put her face, in different directions, and we can create all different kinds of shadow patterns on the face, and all of them are really pleasing. So now if we want more contrast, a little bit more drama, we can switch to the black side and use what's called negative fill. So basically we're going to put the black side towards Becca, and that's going to make the shadows a little bit darker, a little bit more intense. And you can definitely play up. I would say actually with the negative fill in this situation, it looks a little bit more like what the window really looks like. It's a little bit more contrasty than without the negative fill, and I think that works for this particular shot. So once you start to work with natural light and understand how it looks, that makes it a lot easier for you in the studio to replicate those looks whenever you want. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I'll see you next time on set.